It is currently 8 a.m. here, so good morning and hi to everyone watching this video. Today, we are going to discuss about the company Google. In this slide presentation, we will also include the SWOT analysis of the company and also the strategies that pursued by Google for growth. Let's start it off with a brief introduction of Google. Google is an American multinational technology company that specializes in internet-related services and products, which include online advertising technologies, search engine, cloud computing, software, and also hardware. It is considered one of the big four technology companies alongside Amazon, Apple, and Facebook. What many don't know is that Google is also the subsidiary of Alphabet Inc. Before we continue with the SWOT analysis of Google, we are going to do a brief introduction into what SWOT analysis is. The S and W in the acronym SWOT represents the strength and weakness of the company. The strength and weakness reflects the internal environment of the company, while the letter O and T in the acronym SWOT represents the opportunities and threats of the company. The opportunities and threats reflects the external environment of the company. In our next slide, we will be applying the SWOT analysis on Google. The first obvious strength recognized would be brand recognition. The level of popularity and brand recognition generated by the Google search engine is something that is going to last for decades, or rather centuries. This level of brand recognition is not just difficult to achieve but also an object of jealousy for their rivals. Next, focus on continuous innovation. Every year, Alphabet spends billions on research and development. Its R&D expenses are around 15% of its entire revenue, which makes it one of the leading spenders on R&D in the entire industry. Google is a financially healthy company. This is also a strength. Its net revenue has doubled around in the last 5 years. Advertising is the largest source of revenue for the brand and has increased from $67.4 billion in 2015 to $95.4 billion in 2017. Google's market capital is valued at around $750 billion today. One of Google's strengths is its leading position in the IT industry. Alphabet is a leading brand in the information technology industry. It has brought several market-leading products from the smartest search engine to browser as well as advertising platform AdSense. Moving on to its weaknesses. Firstly, it is your weak position in the cell phone industry. As an example, the Pixel phones. Its position in the industry is very weak because of relatively higher popularity of other brands like Samsung, Apple, Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, and others. The brand is spending a fortune on the promotion of its products, but competition will continue to make its task difficult. Next, comparatively lagging in clouds. In the cloud industry, Google has not been able to take the lead position, which is currently held by Amazon, IBM, and also Salesforce.com. The challenge from the leading players has made the game quite tough. Next would be the privacy and legal issues. Growing privacy concerns has led to higher legal scrutiny and legal action against large and leading players like Google. EU has taken the strictest action and applied fines as well as strict laws to avoid misuse of user data by Google or Facebook. Next weakness would be the dependence on advertisement income. Online advertising is the largest source of income for Alphabet. It accounts for nearly 90% of the brand's revenue. However, the brand must build new channels of revenue as well so that it can reduce its dependence on just one source of income. Next, we are going to discuss on the opportunities of Google. Firstly, is the diversification. Diversifying into new areas of technology and business can help the brand find faster growth. Growth by acquisitions. Alphabet can acquire other businesses to find faster growth. Smaller businesses that can help strengthen the brand's core business can ensure quicker growth for the brand. Next would be the innovation in AI and cloud business. Artificial intelligence and cloud business are the future of the IT industry, and Alphabet must continue to invest in these areas so as to find stronger growth. While innovation is a core focus on Alphabet, it must try to strengthen its position in the cloud industry. Moving on to threats faced by the company. Firstly is the competitive threat. from Microsoft, Facebook, Yahoo, Apple, and so on. The threat from the competition in the IT industry has grown over the recent years. This leads to higher pressure related to innovation and higher expenditure on both research and development as well as marketing and sales. Legal and regulatory pressures. Privacy concerns and other issues have made the pressure on their brands in the industry grow. This is one of the most troubling challenges faced by the larger technology companies like Alphabet itself. High expenses of R&D as well as marketing and sales. Rising competition and other factors have led to brands aggressively pushing the line of innovation. Alphabet too spends heavily on research and development and is among the top spenders in the industry. Its R&D expenditure rose past $16 billion in 2017. In the next slide, we will discuss about the first strategy implemented by Google to pursue growth. Also, we will include some potential benefits and problems arising from it. Google has entered into an agreement to acquire Looker in a $2.6 billion all-cash transaction. Looker is a unified platform for business intelligence, data applications, and embedded analytics. The strategy advances Google Cloud mission to empower humans through the smarter use of data. The potential benefit from this strategy would be first, Google have greater reach, more resources, and brightest minds in both analytics and cloud infrastructure. Second, strengthen Google's ability to serve the needs of enterprise customer. Third, provide customers with a more comprehensive analytics solution. Lastly, retain and expand Looker's capabilities to analyze data across clouds. The potential problem that might arise from this strategy would be Google may need to come out fast with their application and innovation of their output, as the data analytics market is growing incredibly fast. Next, we will continue with the second strategy implemented by Google to pursue growth. This strategy would be Google has launched a multi-cloud platform called Anthos. In Anthos, it allows aligning multiple services with the modernization of applications, along with operations in cloud management, such as hybrid cloud and cloud migration. Anthos also covers Google Cloud extensively and is generally accessible, which are a significant advantage to the new product. The potential benefit of this strategy would be it could be a potential leader in the enterprise data center and give so many opportunities for startup companies. Secondly, since Google can hardly boast of many collaborations in the industry, Anthos starts a new chapter in the company's position on the market. Thirdly, Anthos allows Google to align itself with Amazon and Microsoft. Lastly, Anthos promises a new stage in the organization of work processes. At this point of Anthos launch, Google can be officially welcomed to the row of strong players. Amazon and Microsoft are the leading competitors that have far more better partnerships and therefore a better reputation in the field. Since Anthos allows synchronizing not only different clouds but also projects developed on premises. The potential problem by implementing this strategy would be that although Anthos reshapes the idea of an effective cloud-native ecosystem, the environment of the market has changed since VMware occupied the top position among strong enterprise representatives. This is as because there are a few comments from users with regards to technical problem experienced by them. As of now, that marks the end of our slide presentation on Google. As a conclusion, Google is a good proxy company to show the implementation of the SWOT analysis. It shows how they tackle their weaknesses by using their strength and also reducing their threats by maximizing their opportunities.